was a nice jog. Oh. I'm thanking the world and the universe for Great Age Movement right about now. Woo! Oh, so tired, I'm out of breath. That Powerade, I better do a little bit of stretching. Let me see what I have in my cabinet to stretch with this morning. Oh, that makes me happy. Did you see that good stretch I got in? With some pumpkin pie and some sweet peas. Woo! The things that you can stretch with in your kitchen. My kitchen is versatile. I can eat and I can stretch. Great Age Movement, I can't wait for you to tell me what to do with the rest of my life. I love Great Age Movement. I'm so glad they're streaming live. Stretch, pumpkin pie, stretch, sweet peas, Great Age Movement. Help!
Happy Saturday and welcome to the Great Age Movement at Home Lab Series in partnership with the Health Museum. We are here today with our friend Kirsten Chong. Welcome to the show.
Good morning,
Your
Fritz.
show. Good morning to you. And today she is going to show you yoga. And this is an introductory for seniors and beginners. Kirsten, can you tell us a little bit about yoga?
Sure, Fritz. Yoga is a very ancient tradition that began in southern India. And the word itself is Sanskrit, the language of the Indians, thousands of years old. Yoga means union, so it's bringing together the mind, body, and spirit of the breath. The yogis actually used to practice, and this came about because they would sit for hours in meditation hoping to reach enlightenment, and they needed a way to keep the body supple and strong.
Well, it sounds very holistic, and we look forward to learning some new moves. So I present to you Kirsten.
Good morning and welcome to yoga. As always with any exercise program, check with your doctor to be sure that you should be doing exercise. This is an instructional video. We're going to teach yoga and stretch. So be sure to stop if you feel any pain. It should always feel good. I want to remind you this morning to stay hydrated at any time. If you need to stop and have water, very good idea. I'm going to introduce to you some of the props that we've asked you to bring today, including yoga blocks. If you don't have a yoga block, a book is always very helpful. And either a towel or a blanket, both of these to lend support. We'll get ourselves situated here and begin in easy pose. Now I recognize that this pose may not be very easy for many of us. So you're welcome to extend your legs, or perhaps just one, and use your blocks to support those legs so that your knees can relax. Finding that nice, comfortable position. And if that's not possible, then sit in a chair. We have a lovely chair here made especially for the use of sitting rather than sitting on the mat. So you can follow along with all the exercises. If in fact an exercise doesn't seem feasible from the chair, then I encourage you just to continue to breathe. Breath is one of the most integral parts of yoga. It brings nourishment to the body. You draw oxygen in and it feeds the cells that allow the muscles to move. So don't stop breathing. If you need to stop the movements, just continue with the breath. Okay, let's get started. Close your eyes. Gently keep your eyes closed. If that's not comfortable and the eyes are open just a little so that you can follow, let the focus be soft. And sitting up nice and tall, Bring awareness to your breath. As mentioned, the breath is a very, very important part of yoga. It nourishes the body. And in yoga, we breathe in and out through our nose. So keeping the mouth closed, breathe here, nice and gentle, at a normal pace, feeling that breath move in and out. And then see if when you inhale, you can't extend the belly as the breath fills the lungs. And on the exhale, draw the belly in, pushing the air out. Inhaling into the belly. Exhaling, draw the belly in. Keep the breath relaxed. And then gently opening up the eyes. Let's extend the arms out. And on an inhale, raise your arms up. And on the exhale, draw the arms down. Again, inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, the arms release. Matching the movements of the breath with your arms. Reach your fingertips towards the sky. As you exhale, imagine moving through water, creating a little bit of resistance to slow your movements and slow your breath. Inhale, the arms come up. This time, look up if it's comfortable. And on the exhale, drop your chin to the chest. Again, inhale, looking up if the neck allows. If not, continue to look forward. Exhale, the arms come down. Good, leaving the arms here. Draw the arms back. Reach through your fingertips. And then turning the palms forward, continue to reach, squeeze your shoulder blades. Feel that stretch across the front of the chest, lifting upwards. And relax. Again, inhale, draw the arms up. And this time releasing to the right. Just take a nice gentle stretch to the right. As you inhale, feel how those ribs expand, reaching through the length of your fingers. And then coming back up to center, inhale. And exhale to the left. If you find that that right hip comes up off the ground, sit a little deeper on that right side. Keep yourself connected to the mat. And then coming up, inhale, and exhale, release. And once again, inhale, arms come up. Twisting to your right, bring your hand to your knee. Keep your belly button facing forward. And if you need to continue to look forward, you can. But if it's comfortable, let your head turn as well with a nice gentle stretch in the neck. Looking over your shoulder. If you feel any pain, relax that pose and come out of it just a bit until you feel a place where you're comfortable. Take another breath, inhale, stretch a little further, and then exhale, release. Arms come up, inhale, and then twisting to the left, hand on the knee, looking over your shoulder. If you need to stay facing forward, look forward. Otherwise, turn. We're twisting the torso here, giving our internal organs a nice massage. As you inhale, twist a little bit further, and then release the pose. Good. The arms come up, inhale, and then rocking forward, bring the hands to the ground. Keep your head up. Only bring the hands as far away from the body as what's comfortable. And then once you've found that point, drop the head, keeping the back of the neck level. The idea here is not to bring your head to the floor. You want to imagine bringing your belly towards your legs, creating a nice roundness in the back. And then coming up on the fingertips, walk your hands to the right. Pause here for a moment, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Feel that stretch along the left side of the body. Walking back to center. Walking over to the left side, only just as far as your hands will go. Notice again if that right hip comes up off the floor and sit a little deeper. Breathing into this stretch, nice and gentle. And then releasing back to center. Staying here, take a breath, inhale. And exhale, drop your head down. Sink a little lower if you can. Another breath. And on the exhale, walk your hands. Sitting up nice and tall, reach your hands behind you, fingers facing forward. If you can bring your palms to the ground, fantastic. But chances are you'll want to stay up perhaps on your knuckles. Lift the chest, take a breath, feel that expansion across the front of your heart center. Let your shoulders relax as you breathe. Press your knuckles into the ground, lengthen up, inhaling, full of breath, full of light. One more breath here. If your neck isn't comfortable looking up, be sure to drop your head and look forward. Always listen to your body. Notice where maybe you're straining just a little too hard. You want this to be a good stretch. And then release. Arms draw up, bringing the hands together in front of your heart, directing energy into the heart center. Namaste. Releasing the hands, let's switch legs. Switch your legs out. Find that comfortable position. Again, if you need a prop, feel free to use the props to support your legs. That's what they're there for. Inhale, draw the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Bringing the hands to the ground, the belly towards your legs. Inhale. And exhale, relax. As before, walk the hands to the right. Stretch through that left side body, looking down at the floor. And then walking the hands back to center and to the left. Being mindful of your connection to the mat. Feel yourself seated there. Draw that right hip a little deeper down to the floor, keeping your hips level. And then coming back to center. Take a breath, inhale. And exhale. And then slowly walk yourself up. And repeating again the inhale. Exhale, draw the hands behind you, fingers facing forward, just as before. Turn the knuckles down or place the palms flat. Press into the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Continue to breathe here, feeling your rib cage expand. Let the shoulders relax. Feeling that openness across your heart. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Arms draw up, palms together, hands in front of the heart. Namaste. Releasing. Let's come onto all fours. Coming onto all fours in a nice balanced position, you want your hands directly underneath your shoulders. You want to keep your back flat. And on an inhale, extend your right arm, extend your left leg, look down at the floor to keep balance. Keep reaching through the fingertips. Perhaps you press through the heel or point your toe. Yoga is a great form of exercise that encourages balance, which we all need to remember we need to practice and keep a part of our daily routine. The other side, inhale, reach through that left arm and the right leg, keeping a nice flat back. Point and stretch the foot. And then releasing the hands. You're going to bring your toes together, open up your knees nice and wide, and we're going to come to child's pose. Grab your block or towel, and without even trying to get your head to the floor, unless you can, use that prop to rest your head. Extend the arms. Let your hips sink towards the floor. And just take a moment as you breathe here. Maybe your hips don't quite come to your heels. That's all right. With all good intention, if you take these movements nice and slow, we'll enjoy a good stretch. Remind ourselves that our bodies need to move, that they need the nourishment that the oxygen brings to them with each deep breath. If you're still sitting in a chair, I remind you, just keep breathing along with us. That's the most important part of a yoga practice, the breath. And then releasing, walk the hands up. Place your prop to the side. Come back to seated. So we'll begin our seated pose with our legs extended. I want you to take your blanket or towel, place it under your legs. Extend the legs forward. Now, the most important part about this pose is not trying to get your head to your knees, and we're not stretching the back of the legs as tradition, but we're stretching the big muscles in the back. So remembering that, we want to keep the knees bent. On an inhale, draw the arms up. And on an exhale, bring the arms forward. Stay looking up at me. Bring the hands down. Now, maybe they only reach your knees. Maybe your hands only reach your shins. But if you can reach your ankles or your feet, use that for leverage as you draw your heart forward. And then lower your head, look down at your legs. You should be feeling a nice, gentle stretch in your back. If this hurts, walk yourself back out a little. Make sure you listen to your body. Give it the nourishment and the love that it deserves. Inhale, sit up just a little. And then exhale, lower down, belly to the thighs. Really breathe into your legs here. Notice where you feel the most stretch. And with each inhale and exhale, direct your breath towards that area, allowing that breath to help ease the tension. Let that tension wash away. Inhale again, just come up a little bit without releasing. Exhaling, folding over the legs. And then slowly using your hands for leverage. Come on up. Good. Removing the towel. going to come to cobbler's pose. So bring the soles of your feet together. Now, don't bring them in too tight. This would be butterfly pose. We're really looking for cobbler's pose here. The breadth of your hand, you want at least that much space between your heels and your groin. So if there isn't that much space, draw your heels out. Draw your heels out, sit up nice and tall, take a breath, and then fold over the legs. The idea is to place your belly in all this space that you've created. So walk the hands out only as far as they'll go. Take a breath, look up at me, and then exhale, fold over your legs, looking down at your feet. A very traditional yoga pose is to draw the feet open like a book. Maybe this isn't quite possible yet, but something to work on. Drawing the feet open, and one day imagining that perhaps you could stretch your face all the way to the feet. Inhale, nice deep breath. Exhale a little deeper, holding here. You want to feel this stretch in the inner thighs. So as soon as you begin to feel that right in the inner thighs, pause there. Breathe deep. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in that oxygen. Exhaling toxins. Clearing the lungs. Making way for new breath. Take a breath, inhale. Slowly release. And draw yourself up. Shake your legs out. Good. We're going to come down onto our backs. And we're going to do this very slowly. I'm going to face this way. On our backs, I want you to pull the back of your knees or the front of your knees, but we're going to lower ourselves to the mat very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Tuck your chin into your chest, tighten your belly, and bring yourself down very slow. If you're still in a chair, remain in the chair unless you can bring yourself down to the mat comfortably and safely, but just follow along with breath. Draw your knees into your chest. Give them a little hug, and then rotate the knees. Give your back here a moment to recognize that it's lying on the floor. Anytime your back is feeling tight or constricted, lay down on the floor. Bring your knees in. This alone will give your back an opportunity to relax. And then placing the feet on the floor, extend your arms out in a T, dropping the knees to the side and turning your head in the opposite direction. You want to twist through the length of your torso. So if your knees are to the left, your head would turn right. And if your knees have gone to the right, your head would turn left. Breathing here. Again, when we lie in these poses where we twist, we're massaging the internal organs. It helps with digestion. It helps with all of those internal muscles that we don't think to give notice to, but need just as much attention as the rest. Inhale, draw the knees up. Release the knees to the opposite side. If your knees won't come all the way to the ground, grab a block, grab a towel or a blanket, and prop those knees up so that they can relax. Allow them to relax. Turn the head to look over the opposite shoulder. And take a breath. Breathe. Breathe deep. Breathe into the belly. Breathe into the rib cage. As you lie here with your arms extended, reach through your fingertips. Feel the length of the arms as they stretch. And one more breath here. Inhale. Draw the knees up. Coming back to center, bring the knees into the chest once more. Rotate the knees in one direction and then the other. Placing the feet on the floor. We're going to come to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Extending the legs. Place the hands beside you. And we'll rest in Shavasana for 1 minute. But traditionally, Shavasana can be done for 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Shavasana is an opportunity for the body at the end of the practice to integrate all the movements that we've done previously. So allow yourself to lie here, closing your eyes. Let your body sink into the mat. Feel the weight of the body connected to the earth beneath you. And as you breathe, breathe gentle. Allow the mouth to fall open and breathe through the nose and mouth now. Perhaps even taking a nice breath in through the nose, then exhaling through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Once more. Bringing the awareness back to your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Roll your head from side to side. Place the feet on the floor. And then turn to your side, whichever side is most comfortable. And pause here for a moment. Keep your eyes closed. Keep that internal quiet for just a moment longer. And as you lie here on your side, let your body adjust from the lying position to the sitting position we'll take. And with all the time that you need, slowly come up to that sitting pose. Press your hands into the ground. Use both arms for support. Draw your feet beneath you, coming back. Easy pose. Maybe this pose is now just a little easier than when we began. Close your eyes. Bring your palms together in front of your heart, directing energy into the heart center. The Sanskrit word namaste, by definition, is the inner light in me acknowledges the inner light within you. So we bring our hands to our heart to encourage that light. And then closing with an Om, the sound of the universe. Take a breath in. Rub your palms together. Create a little warmth. Place your palms over your eyes. Take a breath, breathe in. open your eyes, bringing the hands back to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining us this morning. Fritz, welcome back.
Well, that was very calming, very flexible, and I think essential for all of us. We need to be in tune with our bodies, and this is a great way to do it, to slow it down, all that noise on the outside, and listen to your breath. Thank you so much, Kirsten. This is very valuable. And we just want to say thank you to all the people watching and participating, our donors, our supporters, and of course our partnership with the Health Museum, presenting our at-home lab series. Stay tuned next Saturday, that would be April the 17th, we have a life coach. She's going to introduce to you what a life coach is and provide some valuable tools. Enjoy your weekend. We look forward to seeing you next time.